So the debate over the constitutionality of a coup continues. And I'm glad that all parties concerned are coming out to express their position on this. And we have to thank the group of 7, Niti Raj group, who
sparked all this
debate. Yes. And if you listen to Ajahn Komjet, right? Ajahn Warajet, Pakirat, he has said that the whole idea behind this is just to get society to debate the issue. It's not that their position is cast in concrete.
Right, and he seemed to have this objective met.
Yes.
The debate is getting hotter and hotter.
And the new group of law lecturers, 23 of them.
Yes, 23 of them. They call themselves just law lecturers.
From various universities.
From about 7 universities. And they issued a statement on Sunday, yesterday. And the key points being that this demand by the previous group,
let's call them the Magnificent Seven.
Okay.
And the group of 23.
Yes, the group of 23 said that the demand by the group of 7 is not logical because the group of 7 only want to nullify the 2006 coup.
Only one coup, the latest one.
The latest one, but the group of 23 they said, you have to look beyond this coup.
Or look back to all the coups.
And it raises the question whether what happened in 1932 is a coup or not. And if it's a coup, what would the Magnificent 7 say about it?
It's quite messy. If you take it to the logical end, the proposal by the Niti Raj group, meaning saying that every coup is illegal, then you have to go all the way back to the first coup. That coup in 1932 abolished absolute monarchy.
Right.
And if you say that any gathering of a military group, armed men, staging a coup to overthrow the existing system is illegal, then that coup should also be considered illegal.
Right.
And we have to go back to absolute monarchy.
Yes, and maybe we don't have to go back that far. This group of 23 asked whether the concessions, like telecom concessions that were issued maybe to Kun Thaksin Shinawatra family after the 1990s, 1991 coup, should be nullified or abolished.
Well, this is the theory of the poison tree and the poisonous fruit.
Yes.
Because if the coup was poisonous, the tree was poisonous, then the fruit, that is all the actions taken by the government after the coup, including the giving out of concessions, telecom concessions to Kun Thaksin then, should also be nullified.
Yes, but
how do you get the money back from Kun Thaksin now?
Because the key demand by this Magnificent 7 is that all the decisions by the Constitutional Court or the Court of Justice in the aftermath of the 2006 coup should be nullified. And then this group of 23, they asked questions of whether the similar things that happened after previous coups should be also.
But the argument from the Niti Raj group is that they are talking only about the latest coup because the consequences of the coup are still with us.
Right.
While the previous coups, the consequences have sort of, faded away.
Well, the argument of these 23 is that, okay, you talk about 2006 coup, but you have to look beyond that coup. What caused the coup also? For example, the Niti Raj group talk about the rule of law that was destroyed after the coup. But the new group asked the Niti Raj group to look back beyond what happened before the coup, whether the rule of law during the Thaksin government was perfect or not, was good or not, because there were a lot of decisions made by the Court of Justice that were considered controversial.
Well, if I were the group of 7, Niti Raj group, I would say that we are putting the magnifying glass on just one coup so that we can learn lessons from it. And if we go back to too many coups, then the picture could be blurred. I think this is the argument that, let's look at this carefully, because we are still suffering from the results of the coup, of the 2006 coup. So let's take a close look and just debate on this particular issue. Do not divert attention to the previous coups. I think that basically would be the position. Now, I see that Kun Anand Panjarachun and Kun Kandit Nanakon will also join the debate yesterday, although indirectly.
Indirectly. Kun Anand, for example, he cautioned against having democracy leading to a so-called absolute power. He said that democracy doesn't work like that. Democracy have to take into account minority opinions also. That's what he said that. But he said that the Thai society still take democracy only one way, talk about election and the power of the people, election mandate, and forget to look into the bigger picture of other key elements of democracy.
So this is really fun. I think we should encourage more debate. But my personal concern is only that, we have got all the brains, all the great intellectuals debating this issue very abstract for most people on the street, and a lot of technical political science terms. But if they can sit down and say, okay, we will debate on the technical side, the academic side, but we have to find a way out of this mess for the country. You're all big brains, you have all the great ideas, but how do we get out of
this first?
Of this conflict and this stalemate? Because if you keep arguing and each of you are in one corner and refusing to come to the middle ground and find a way out.
That was called the stalemate in the first place.
That's right. I hope that all the bright brains of the country, the best and the brightest, will debate and then find a way out for the country.